Thanks for joining us for today's postnatal beginner series short class. Remember, these short classes are meant to be precursors for the longer classes. So feel free to do at least 2 of these in a row if you want to give yourself a challenge. We're here today with Lori and her baby daughter, Luceni, who is 30 days old today. So Lori is just 1 month post-cesarean. We'll start by moving to hands and knees. So you'll take your baby and place her on a soft, comfortable surface at the end of your mat. Good. Moving to hands and knees. So your hands are under your shoulders and knees under the hips. Look between your hands, tuck your tailbone under, really rounding the low back. So inhale, lift the tailbone up and follow your breath. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Isolating that movement to the pelvis. Inhale, lift, lifting the chin and the tailbone. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under, looking between your hands. Inhale, lift, exhale, tuck. Follow your breath for 4 more. This is activating those abdominal muscles and also mobilizing the lumbar spine. 2 more. Coming now to a neutral spine or a flat back. Inhale deeply here, and when you exhale, look over your left shoulder, moving your shoulder toward your hip and the hip toward the shoulder. Inhale back to the center, looking between the hands. Exhale to the right. Shoulder toward the hip, hip toward the shoulder. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. We'll follow that for 2 more breaths. Actually 2 more reps. So 1 more rep and 2 more breaths now. Exhale left, inhale center, exhale right. I call that one wagging the tail for the motion, and it really works the space where your waistline was before you had a baby. From here, we can either practice the full plank or modified plank position. Let's start with modified plank. Walk your knees back 1 step, lift your feet, drawing the belly button in toward the spine. You can cross your feet here if you like. This is the modified plank position. There's a straight line from the shoulders through the hips to the knees. Lori will stay in that modified plank position while I demonstrate the plank because she's only 1 month post-cesarean. And it's recommended you don't do plank until 6 weeks post-op. After 3 deep breaths in the plank or modified plank, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, lower yourself down slowly toward the mat. It can be shallow or deeper, kissing your baby. Inhale back up. 2 more push-ups. Exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, and then push back to a child's pose, resting here for 3 deep breaths. Coming up, back to hands and knees. Step those knees back and drop your hips forward, tucking your toes under if you wish to do a full plank. And we'll stay for 3 deep breaths, holding that strong straight line in the body, either with the knees up or the knees down. And after your 3 deep breaths, dropping the knees if you were in full plank, inhaling deeply here, exhaling down for a push-up. Inhale back up, 2 more. And last one. Good. Once more, resting in a child's pose. 3 deep breaths. In the CoreMama classes, we do a lot of push-ups, but usually never more than 3 to 5 reps at a time. So this beginner class can help you build a tolerance for that. Anyone can do 3 push-ups. It's nice you get the reward of a child's pose afterward though. Inhaling to come up. Back up to hands and knees. We'll actually move now to standing. So tuck your toes under and come to your feet, resting here. So coming to your feet and keep your head down toward the floor, resting here in a forward bend, keeping those knees softly bent, letting your chest move toward your thighs. Nice stretch in the low back and backs of the legs. You can try to take your knees closer to straight if you have that available to you. And then slowly rolling up, one vertebra at a time, stacking on top of one another until your hands get to just above your knees. Bending the knees quite a bit now. We'll do pelvic rocking in standing. So relaxing your shoulders, hands resting above the knees on the thighs. Inhale, lift your tailbone up. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Good. Follow your breath. Exhale, tuck. It's also strong work in those thigh muscles. 5 more. 4. Working those abs. Last 2. Mobilizing that low back. It's just a great all-around exercise. Last one. Good work. Stepping closer to your baby if you need to. And bend your knees a lot. Using your hands to cradle underneath the baby. Draw your baby in toward your chest. And lift to stand in a chair pose. Good. Just a few breaths here in the chair pose, tucking your tailbone under, trying to flatten out your low back. In more advanced versions of the chair pose, and with a larger baby than Lori's tiny baby, you can practice later holding your baby out in front of you. But in this beginner series, we'll do all the exercises with the baby cradled in close to the chest. Good. From here, try to take your knees straight and your heart forward, bringing your chest parallel to the floor. So you have a straight spine here. Inhale deeply here. And when you exhale, lower your baby down toward the floor. Inhale, draw her back in toward your chest. Exhale, lower her down. Follow your breath, inhaling to lift the baby, exhaling to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This is really working those postural muscles. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Once more. And then inhale, draw her in toward your chest again. Sit back toward your heels. Baby drawn close to your chest here in the chair pose. For 3 more deep breaths here. Again, trying to flatten out that lumbar spine. 1 more deep breath. And then come to stand. Now we'll turn, facing the side edge of the mat, turning your toes outward. Inhale deeply here. And as you exhale, bend your knees, lowering down as low as is comfortable. Inhale back up for wide leg squats. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Here you really are using your baby's weight to help you lose your baby weight. Good. Following your breath, exhaling down, inhaling up. We'll do 3 more. Doing those Kegel contractions at the same time, drawing in and up. Good. Excellent. Stopping here, bringing your toes, heel toeing your feet in back to the center, and finishing this short beginner series CoreMama postnatal class Thanks very much for joining us. Feel free to move on and try another.